I'm sure a lot of you out there have heard about the show Finding Bigfoot that's on Animal Planet. Now, I personally have never seen the show, but the commercial I saw made me long for the extermination of the human race. Because it's on Animal Planet, and it has to do with a mythical creature. There's no evidence for the existence of a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot. People just believe it because, well, there's probably something out there. And, I mean, on the show, you don't see any biologists or zoologists. No. You see a bunch of retards with a Bigfoot heart on. You don't see any actual science going on. You don't see people saying, oh, well, maybe Bigfoot doesn't exist. No, they're going out there with the express fucking mission to go find Bigfoot. It's not saying, oh, okay, maybe Bigfoot doesn't exist. Maybe we should refine our hypothesis or shit like that. No, it's a bunch of fucking idiots going out and looking for a fucking mystical beast. Or cryptid hominid, as they fucking say. And it's shows like this and Ancient Aliens, and if you don't know my position on Ancient Aliens, go watch the video Ancient Aliens My Ass. And I'll talk about it a little bit. The History Channel and Animal Planet, when they're doing shit like Ancient Aliens and Finding Bigfoot, I feel that the general IQ of the entire country drops a few fucking points. Because there really isn't any proof for Bigfoot, aside from anecdotal evidence, which anecdotal evidence is shit when it comes to science. And then Ancient Aliens. And, like, Ancient Aliens is just a show making inferences about things that have long since passed. They're just making assumptions that, oh, maybe aliens were the cause for these legends and shit. That makes no fucking sense. And History Channel and Animal Planet should just fucking cease to exist at this point. Because even if they're just entertaining the shit, they shouldn't be entertaining it. They have slipped so far away from hard history. Facts. They have slipped so far fucking from that they aren't really a History Channel anymore, and they're not really an Animal Channel. I mean, they still do have animal shows, but, I mean, Animal Planet has some redeeming factors, because it actually does have still shows having to do with real animals. But History Channel has just done a bunch of shit that is, like, so fucking off the wall, and it's like, this should not even exist anymore, because it dabbles in, like, conjecture way too fucking much. And it just deals with myths and shit, and it doesn't deal in hard facts anymore. Sure, they have stuff about World War II, Vietnam wars, but they don't have anything about any other kind of history as far as I know. But they have a show called Ancient Fucking Aliens, and that's the show that's getting, like, mad promos, but none of the other shows about World War II, Civil War, World War I, Korean War, none of those things are getting as much hype as Ancient Fucking Aliens. And, I mean, none of the other shows on Animal Planet are getting as much press as Finding Bigfoot. Because I fucking have seen, like, the same ad, like, I think I actually saw, watching the TV, once as a commercial break and another time as a commercial break in the same show. That's fucking outrageous. Guinness Draught is beastly. Now, anyway, but, like, really, both of those shows are just fucking lunacy. And I mean, I can't even watch a lot of the stuff about Bigfoot because people are just sort of stroking their own cock about it. And I mean, there's also been, there was that one episode of Penn Teller's Bullshit about cryptozoology. And don't even get me started on the assholes that were on that show. But I mean, and then there's, I don't know where television is going, honestly. When we have shit that caters to Bigfoot crazies and ancient alien fucktards, shit has gone down the drain just slightly. And I mean, when shows like History IQ are no longer on television, but Ancient Aliens is on TV, that's fucked up. I loved History IQ because it made you think. Made you have to think back to times when you actually learned this shit and say, okay, I knew I learned this, where did I learn it, and what the fuck is the answer? They need to bring back History IQ. And they need maybe bring a show that is sort of like Animal Planet IQ. Stuff about animals. But you don't see that. You don't see educational games anymore. History IQ. They don't see many educational shows anymore, like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. That was a game and a good show. But you don't see shows like that anymore. You see sort of shows like Dora the Explorer, where it's like, where is the? It's like, they're not. And I mean, there's no shows for like high schoolers or middle schoolers anymore. Like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego was based. It was that sort of middle ground. Because it asked about the pyramids, and all of these other things that you don't really learn as a small kid, but you learn when you're growing up. And they would talk about it, and I like that kind of shit. But no, those shows, and I mean, like Magic School Bus was another good one that sort of taught you about a very varied list of things. But you don't see those shows anymore. You don't. You see shows like you don't see any educational shows for like teenagers anymore. You just see fucking like Teen Wolf, which is based off of a movie with Michael J. Fox, which is way the fuck better than the show as far as I am concerned. And you see like all of these stupid, you see like 16 and Pregnant, Teen Mom 2, After Teen Mom, fucking, you see all of those shows, but you don't see any shows geared towards teaching kids shit. And it bothers me. It bothers me that there are more shows directed towards lunatics than there are about teaching kids some shit. Because that's what shows like History IQ and Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego sort of inspired me to get interested in history. Sure as fuck wasn't shows about UFOs. That's another thing. They have a bunch of shows on the History Channel about UFOs, and I mean, what the fuck? They don't have to do with history. It's like, I think I'm rambled on long enough. Fuck Finding Bigfoot. Fuck Ancient Aliens. Fuck all those UFO file shows. Fuck any show that caters to Looney Tunes. Honestly. I'm Resonator Zen. Peace, love, harmony, and drink a good beer when you get the chance. Unless you're underage, in which case drink good root beer. Peace out.